What is up, Kanto University? It has been a long time. Welcome to my Pokemon X and Pokemon Y Legendary Roundup video. For those of you that are unfamiliar with these types of videos, I simply run you through every single legendary Pokemon available to you in the Pokemon games. With Pokemon X and Y, we are going to begin with Xerneas, and Xerneas is exclusive to Pokemon X. So there is absolutely no way that you can obtain this in Pokemon Y without trading with a friend. It is required to be captured to progress through the story, so there is no way that you can miss out on this Pokemon. And a little tidbit of information, Xerneas is the first ever fairy type legendary Pokemon in the Pokemon series, so it's a pretty interesting Pokemon. It makes for an absolutely fantastic Pokemon if you so choose to use it. Now, the Pokemon Y counterpart to Xerneas is going to be Yveltal, and Yveltal is exclusive to Pokemon Y and is also required to be captured to progress through the main story. Both of these legendary Pokemon, these two mascot legendaries, have fairly high capture rates, so if you just chuck a few regular Pokeballs, you're bound to capture it fairly quickly, so they're pretty easy to capture. They come at level 50, but they're still pretty easy to capture. Now, the next Pokemon I'm going to cover is going to be the legendary bird trio from Kanto that's going to be roaming around these games. First off with Articuno, you must choose Chespin if you want Articuno to appear in your game. If you want Zapdos to appear in your game, you have to choose Fennekin as your starter, and if you want Moltres to appear in your game, you will have to use Froakie. So pick your starter Pokemon just based on which one you'd prefer. You have to randomly encounter these Pokemon 10 times in the wild before they eventually appear at the Sea Spirit's Den. They can be very annoying to track down, but once you actually do it, it can be quite worth it. Now, please be wary that trading these Pokemon on the GTS and stuff will be a lot more difficult in the very near future, because once Pokemon Bank comes out, there's going to be an influx in these Pokemon appearing just in the game. So just be wary. I know that's a really stupid note to make in this video, but hopefully that's just a bit of useful information. Now, the next Pokemon I'm going to cover is going to be Mewtwo, and this is going to be encountered in the Pokemon Village in the cave that's being hidden, that's being kept secret before you defeat the Pokemon League. Now, Mewtwo is going to come with one of two Mega Stones depending on which game you're playing. If you're playing Pokemon X, you're going to pick up the Mewtwoanite X right after you capture Mewtwo. And Mega Mewtwo X comes packed with huge physical offenses and it's pretty speedy. If you're playing Pokemon Y, you obviously find the Mewtwoanite Y after you capture it. And Mewtwo Y is my favourite, it's my personal preference. It's absolutely insane. It's got amazing special offenses and is even faster than Mega Mewtwo X. Now finally, it's going to be Zygarde. And Zygarde will be hiding in the Terminus Cave once you've defeated the Pokemon League. There's a lot of fan theories behind Zygarde. Now, Zygarde has much lower base stats than Xerneas and Yveltal, so there's a lot of fan theories there in Pokemon Z, the rumoured next Pokemon games. There's going to be a Mega Stone for it, so a lot of people don't really like it. Some people see it as too weak, but I kind of like it. It's an absolutely fantastic physically defensive boss, so yeah. Anyway, I've done people who want to avoid any potential post-game spoilers a favour by putting a timestamp in the video right now. So simply jump ahead to that point of the video and you'll avoid all spoilers. Now, there have been 3 event legendary Pokemon found within the game's files by hackers, all hidden, silhouettes of which are on screen right now, and once they're released you'll find dedicated guides to capture them on Kanto University right here, and of course I will make an updated video showcasing them and their biographies and stuff like that. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and one last thing, I do not speak on behalf of the professors of this channel nor the rest of the graduates, but I personally am really sorry for the lack of videos on this channel, lack of videos of any worthwhile content, and just in general. It's been a month since we've last uploaded on this channel, and thank you guys for being so patient. We all really appreciate it. We don't let that on. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and there'll be plenty more on Kanto University in the near future. If you're interested in checking out my channel, there's going to be a link in the description. Right now I'm currently doing a Pokemon Leaf Green Wedlock with a face cam, and I'm also doing some Wi-Fi battles, some Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battles, so I hope you'd find that interesting. Thank you for watching, and Peace out.